All right, guys, we're back with another Edison format finals at Epic Cards and Games. We got Tobi on the left playing Vayu Turbo and Mario on the right playing Machina Ryko deck. So he starts off by setting a monster in the back row, and here comes Heavy. So Mario only set one, so he didn't get punished, luckily for him. And Tobi mills Vayu, Greffer, and Armageddon, and attacks into Hamster. And then grabs Ryko. All right. So one thing I want to mention, Tobi is only playing with 2 Vayus and 2 Sirocos in his deck because he and I played in top 4 and I accidentally took his Vayu and his Sirocco. Because we had our bandage piles right next to each other and our sleeves are kind of similar. I play on red sleeves and you can see here he's playing on pink sleeves. But what's funny is he's actually playing 42 cards. So he didn't even notice it. It's just funny. And he still milled a Vayu even though there's only 2 in his deck. Anyway, here Mario flips Ryko, pops the Card Trooper, mills Brain Control Avarice, so 2 power cards right away. Oh, he did it. So he did attack him for 200 with the Ryko. So we're at 78 to 8,000. Now Mario sets 4. Heavy's gone, so the only thing he has to worry about is Black Rose. And let's see what Tobi can do now that he flipped the Ryko. So Mario plays Book of Moon in his deck. So he can do that like Book of Moon, reflip the Ryko play, which is pretty solid. All right, and he attacks him for 24. So here's one thing I'm surprised Mario did. You guys see it here in a second. So me, if I have Does Shoot and I can't, a lot of times I'll wait to attack that turn, and so I don't lose the Gores. Anyway, his hand is Plague, Gale, Sirocco, Burial, Brain Control. He puts back the Caius. So he's got a Vayu engraved, so you could go like normal Sirocco, special Gale, and try and see. But he could have bottomless, so let's see what Tobi decides to do here. So he decides to normal summon the Gale first, playing around bottomless. And Mario has to solemn the Gale. Trying to keep the Caius out, trying to put the pressure. I like this because you know his hand is pretty much dead. He can't do anything. So if you draw like a gear frame or something, you can play really aggressive and poke him and get him down really low. So I'm pretty sure he attacked him for 24. He had to have. I might have messed up life points somewhere. Okay, so he brains the Caius. So 22 to 4K. Oh, no, I got it right. Okay. Normal summon Plague and books the Plague. Unlike last time in one of the videos, we saw someone book the non-tuner. I think it was Donnell and Prince were playing. Anyway, so now Tobi sets a back row, gives him back the Caius. They're both really low on life. So Tobi can still potentially steal this game just because Mario is so low. All right. Summon Sirocco. So no bottomless from Mario. So he's got Caius and Ryko, so he's gonna go for Plague. Let's see what Mario decides to do here. So he compulses the Sirocco, so now you can't make a level 7 Synchro. So Tobi's left with just a Plague and 1 back row. And if that's Ryko, maybe Mario's going to just deal with the back row. What's Tobi thinking? He doesn't have a live Vayu play. Pass. Okay. Let's see. So you can see here, Tobi topped the few regionals recently. He's got the current regional mat. And Mario got his mat at a large Edison tournament he went to in Copper's Cove. He made top 4. Almost won the thing. I was rooting for him, but... Right, so he Ryko's the Plague, so it looks like he's going to go for game. And it is game. So Mario's up 1 game. So Mario is going for his 3rd win on the channel. Tobi trying to get his first. Mario won once in Edison with this exact same deck he's using right now, and his other win was in Tengu format. And now let's go to game 2. Tobi summons Armageddon, sends Vayu. Open Burial again. I think he's got Heavy too. 2 back rows. And here comes a dust shoot. God, both players open dust shoot. All right, so his hand is Ryko, Gear Frame, Gores, Forest, Charge, and Book of Moon. So right here, I think Gear Frame's the right move, unless if you can't deal with the Gores, but at least you can play around it. You're not just gonna walk into it. So yeah, I think the Gear Frame is correct here, and or as my friend Prince would call him, Orange Gadget. I just noticed I never heard anyone call it Orange Gadget. First time I heard it, and it's kind of funny. Mario's playing on orange sleeves too. It's funny. All right, he must compose Caius and Pot of Avarice. Searches Lila. Let's see. Summon Lila. Oof. So he lets the summon go through. I think he should have just popped it, man. I don't like that. It's all if he once he didn't bottomless you, unless you're trying to pop. I don't know what else you're trying to pop. This is like Deep Prison most likely, or Mirror Force. And now Tobi sets a monster, doesn't attack. Oh, let me reset the life points. Yeah, I don't think anyone's taking anything. I don't think Tobi set Ryko, because if it was Ryko, he would have flipped it. He would have attacked with the Armageddon and then maybe popped the Gores with Ryko. So I don't think it's set as Ryko. So now Mario top deck the Orange Gadget, search Fortress, attack him for 400. Should Mario have dropped the Fortress this turn? There's no back rows. I think maybe he should have. All right, here comes Charge. Caius, Mills, Caius, Rhoda, Greffer. Unless you're that scared of Ryko, maybe Mario wants him to Ryko the Gear Frame. But I don't think that's a Ryko down there because of the Gores. But again, maybe Mario didn't see that play. It's different when you're sitting down. Obviously, I'm watching with hindsight. But sometimes when you're in the game, you kind of don't see some of these plays. Plus, I don't know the rest of his hand. All right. So, yeah, that one's not Ryko. Yep, it was Necro. And now that he knows that one's a Ryko, either A, he wants him to pop the back row, which might be chainable, but he goes for the Gear Frame. Wait. Tobi, you're playing Gold Sark? What? What are you trying to Gold Sark? You already have Return and Burial and I think Heavy Storm in your hand. The only thing you don't have is Dark Arm. That's an interesting tech. Gold Sark and Vayu. The only deck I know that really plays Gold Sark is like Lightsworn and Diva Hero. Alright, so he moves Sirocco, Compulse, Lila. So you can tell he's not milling those Vayus because there's only 2 in his deck. And then Card Trooper gets over Hamster. I've been testing Vayu Turbo without Card Trooper, but I might have to put it back in just because Hamster is so relevant and Card Trooper easily outs it. So, yeah, I might have to put it back in. All right, let's see. or Mario pops the back row, which is is he gonna chain it? So he lets it go through. Does not chain the torrential. Yeah, I guess he'd rather have the wall of monsters. So Ryko over Ryko. So this is the 7th round of the tournament. I want to mention one other thing. Mario is undefeated. He went undefeated in Swiss and he made all the way to the finals. So it's not it has happened, but a lot of times the person who goes undefeated does not end up winning the tournament. There have been some people who've done it, but most of the time it's usually someone who goes like X1 usually wins. It's just a weird thing. All right, so there's a Vayu. Tobi milled one of his 2 Vayus. Heavy. See, Mario likes Book in this deck to reset Ryko, reset Hamster. Oh, man. Mario should have flipped that dust shoe. What happened? Did he hold it? Did he forget? Because Tobi's got 3 cards in hand. What happened? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you guys on the replay can rewind and see what happens, because I like to just watch these videos live, and it's like my first reaction. Normally I watch the finals, but this time I didn't watch it. I forgot why. All right, so he mills. Okay, so he got rid of DD Crow and an Avarice, and then he mills Caius and a few trap cards. Gets rid of Arm Wing. So what's left in Tobi's hand? It's like, I think it's Oppression, Return, and he still hasn't used his Burial. Okay, so he used both his Vayus. All right, so what's live? 76, 8,000. Mario still hasn't dropped that gore since that first turn. Okay, here comes his gear frame, and he oppresses. I'd be upset if I was Mario. Oh my god, he drew your other oppression. But he's still got gores at least. Otherwise, I think he'd be in big trouble. So yeah, his last two cards are Burial and Burial and Oppression. And whatever he drew for his turn. Yeah, he's checking his banished pile. He's gonna play the Burial now. Mill Sirocco, Allure, and Mirror Force. Checking how many cards are left in his deck. Like 7. So he did mill this time. Oh, he drew Greffer. Okay, so I'm thinking if Mario would have flipped the Dushu, he wouldn't have hit anything anyway. Okay, here I think he should drop the gores. We'll see if he does. So I think maybe he thought about it. Because especially Tobi knows you have it. A lot of times people just won't hit you with the bigger monster. Yeah, like see here, Tobi's just not going to hit him with it. Now you're going to potentially take another 19 next turn. Unless you're trying to get him to deck out. If that's your strategy, it is possible. So let's see what Mario does. So he sets a monster and passes. Now Tobi's got MST. He's still got Necro in there too. Wow. Yeah. This has been a crazy game. But Mario is just down cards bad. Like he needs Pot of Avarice really bad. Like he's got what, like 2 or 3 cards in hand? I think it might be 3. It looks like 2 from here, but. So he attacks. So he does not mill with Card Trooper, and he's out of Rykos. And here he hits him for 400. I don't think Mario is going to drop the gores, not on a 400 hit. That's what I'm saying. He should have maybe dropped it last turn. All right. I think he's got 4 cards. Okay. And he passes. Okay. He's at 57. Tobi, I think Tobi has game. Yeah, he has game right here. But I don't think he sees it. So he Burials, puts back 2 Vayus and an Arm Wing. But he has game through gores. He just has to return, chain MST, bring out Sirocco, pump, attack for game. Instead, he decides to hit for 400 and 25. No, Tobi. Okay. So my boy Tobi is more of he plays advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! I think he forgets Sirocco's effect because this is game. That was game with Oppression, Return, Sirocco's effect through gores, but hey, Tobi still made it to the finals. He had a long road too. He beat me in top 4, and he beat Los in top 8. And Los, you guys know, been watching the channel. Los has been on a tear these past 3 months, and Tobi finally ended the dynasty. And then he whipped my butt in top 4, even though I won game 1. Yeah, I won game 1 against Tobi. All right, so yeah, Tobi did not see he had game the previous turn, and let's see if it costs him. Probably not. He has so many cards, it's probably not going to matter. So anyway, here he attacks over the Trooper for 21, and then attacks. Does he block with Necro? He still can't deal with that gores. How does he deal with gores? Oh, he's gonna drop the Caius? What's he gonna target? So he Solemns the Caius. So 2350 to 28. No, Tobi, you had. Well, you can kill him now with your MST and. Oh no, Tobi doesn't see it. No, maybe he didn't set the return. Okay, we'll see which one's return. Is it the one closest to the deck or the other one? And now Mario draws Gear Frame. How can Mario fight back? I don't. Is he out of the Machina Force? I think so. I think Heavy and like Brain Control, all his best cards are at the bottom of the deck. So they're both seeing how many cards are left. This has been a long game too. And he's got Book. All right, let's see what Mario does. Attacks into Ryko potentially. Mills Plague, Dark Armed, and Gores. 3 power cards. Not Plague, but Gores and Dark Armed are. But the Gores would be dead anyway because of oppression. Alright, passes. So Tobi kept the MST in his hand, which is Book, Chain Book. Tobi's like, sure. Yeah, 28. Oh, you still have a Vayu in there. And Mario. Yeah, flip the back rows. Yeah, you see the returns right there. So he had the return. So he didn't even use the return. It was game without it. All right. So game 3. Mario's going first. What's going to happen? Is Mario going to get that third victory, or is Tobi going to get his first? Tobi would be the first advanced player to win on my channel. You guys can check the playlist out for all the finals I've ever done. There's a playlist there if you guys are interested. That's how I keep track of how many people have won because of that playlist. So here, Tobi is not looking good. He attacked into a hamster. Takes 400. I think. So this is a situation. Tobi goes Armageddon sends Ryko attacking to hamster. See, if I was in Tobi's shoes, I would think he set hamster. I don't think he would set Ryko turn 1 by itself. So that's why I would have not attacked with the Armageddon. So here he takes 13. The only difference is like, okay, here Mario flips the hamster, sets the Ryko, but you still have your Armageddon on the field. We'll see if it'll matter. It just depends. Do you think your opponent would set Ryko turn 1? Most people wouldn't, unless they really need the mill. Alright, so Tobi, normals Vayu, specials Gale, halves the hamster, and there he takes, goes down to 550. So he takes, 650? So 1250 total. So yeah, I'm 63 to 6750. Mario's got 1 back row. All right. Gear frame. No. Fortress. Pitch the Machina Force. Attack Gale for 12. This is not bad. I think Mario's in a good spot. I can't see that first card he milled. Does he play triple hamster? I think he does. And here comes Heavy. He's thinking about chaining. What is he thinking about chaining? Compulse? I don't think it really mattered. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Get the vibe. But what if you make his Greffer live? Oh, he had Dark Armed anyway. Yeah, he's going to look at your hand. But he's losing a Fortress. So it's like you're trading a card in your hand. Maybe he'll set the best cards first and then. So he decides to allure. Bottomless, Deep Prison off the allure. Yeah. See, Tobi's new to Edison. He has to keep reading Fortress. Probably doesn't have much experience against this deck. So he banishes Caius. You probably set Bottomless and Deep Prison and then pop the Fortress. No. Probably should have set those back rows so he doesn't know you have them. Oh yeah, Toby, no, you messed up. Because now you would force him to either pick the plague. He would definitely pick the plague. Oh God, no! Now you lost the D prison. No. So 28 and 800. So 51 or 3150. Yeah, he's supposed to have bottomless and deep prison down there. Well, I think Mario does have the Gores. Either A, he had it, or he just drew it. I think I saw it in his hand. I think I messed up live. Probably when... Okay, so here's the... So he brought back Fortress. It gets bottomless. Set. Oh, God. This is crazy. Pop the Torrential. Do you pop the monster? Or is he out of darks? Oh, he's crowing him just so he can pop the face down? Oh, no, he milled the Gores. Okay, he doesn't have Gores. Never mind. I thought I saw Gores in his hand, but no, he milled it. So Mario set his own crow. And that is game. So congrats to Toby getting his first win on the channel. Yeah, you see he's popping off. You see? Yeah, congrats. First advanced player to get a win on the channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back soon for another tournament. Good job, Mario. Went 6-0 and then finally lost in the finals. It was one game away, but he didn't draw that well that last game. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.